Hey guys, welcome into another episode of the Michigan Recruiting Report. Today we're going to be breaking down 5 key remaining targets, the latest on their recruitments in the 2024 recruiting class. National Signing Day is just a month away at this point, so Michigan needs to fill its last few spots. Not a lot of targets left on the board, but some key positions of need. Like I said, we're going to be talking about 5 of them tonight. And we're going to start off with the man that everybody wants to know about, top 100 Georgia wide receiver commit Nitro Tule out of Indiana. Nitro has been a constant topic on our YouTube channel. Obviously, very highly touted, fits the description of what Michigan is looking for its last wide receiver spot. 6'3", 185 pounds. So he's that big body that would complement slot commits Amarion Stewart and Shannon Goodwin. Georgia just had him on campus over the weekend. They're doing their best to keep him in the class, but Georgia has a lot of talent at the wide receiver position. I don't think they're necessarily going to dish out NIL dollars, which could certainly help out Michigan. Michigan obviously is also closer to home. The opportunity to play early is there. Michigan really wants a big-bodied receiver, and they haven't been able to get one. So he would have an opportunity to come in and compete for significant time as a true freshman. On top of that, his teammate Josiah Edmond is already committed to Michigan and has been recruiting him hard. So right now, I think this is a Michigan-Georgia recruiting battle. I don't think any other school is a real threat to flip Tuggle away from the Bulldogs. We should know more about where Michigan stands once he makes his official visit later this month for the game against Ohio State. Next on the list is 3-star defensive lineman Maake Boyrow out of Georgia. Michigan hasn't been able to find a true nose, so they're still in the market for a nose, and Boyrow definitely fits that description. 6'5", 350 pounds. He was actually supposed to be on campus for the game against Purdue over the weekend. He didn't end up making it. Georgia is the favorite to land him. They have the lead on the on-free recruiting prediction machine. Florida, where he was previously committed, is next, and they are working hard to get him back in the class. Right now, I think Michigan is running third. They have to absolutely find a way to get him on campus. The fact that he didn't show up for the game against Purdue was disappointing. So I think right now with Boyrow, there's a lot of work to do. And aside from him, there aren't really a lot of nose targets left on the board. Next up is 4-star edge Deshawn Warner, who is currently committed to Kansas. He is at the very top of the edge board right now. Remember, Michigan just has 2 commits at the position in Devin Baxter and Dominic Nichols. They'd like to add another. They offered Warner last month. They love his size, his length, the frame to add on a lot of weight. He's a terrific speed rusher, ranked in the top 300 right now. On3 has him ranked as the number 241 overall prospect nationally, and On3 was on him pretty early. They've always had him ranked really high. This was a really nice find by Kansas. Right now, Warner is really happy with his pledge to the Jayhawks, but Michigan is giving him a lot to think about. I think the Wolverines, again, have to really get him on campus to have a true shot. He's never visited Michigan. The Wolverines are pushing to get him on campus for the game against Ohio State. If that happens, watch out. But I do think he'll be a tough flip. Like, I know Michigan is a superior program over Kansas, but Kansas believed in him first, and that means a lot to Warner. And Michigan actually offered another edge this week, Luggard Edepayi, out of the DMV. So goes to school in Maryland. He is another intriguing target, 6'6", 215 pounds, really long, ranked as a 4-star by On3. I know he's a 3-star on the industry ranking. He released his top 5 this week, didn't include Michigan, but he hadn't picked up the offer yet. So now that Michigan's entered the mix, I do think they'll vault into that top 5. Like I've said with Warner, like I've said with Tuggle, it's all about getting these guys on campus for official visits. Edepayi has never been to Michigan, so I think if they are able to get him on campus for an OV, that would obviously help Michigan's chances here. But right now, pretty open in his recruitment. He is a true late riser, so we'll see what kind of shakes out with him. And then last on the list is top 100 Miami defensive back commit Zayquan Patterson. This is a kid that Michigan's been working on for several years. Steve Clinkscale was on him early. He is a teammate of Michigan commit Chris Ewald, but he did commit to Miami in the summer after 2 visits to Michigan. I think, right now the ship is kind of sailing here. Miami is the hometown program. They've done really, really well with NIL. Michigan has talked about bringing in Patterson for an OV for the game against Ohio State. In fact, Patterson told me in September that was still in the plans, but recently it looks like it's now more unlikely that Patterson makes it to the big house. So I would say, if I had to bet right now, I would say that he sticks with Miami. Florida State is another big contender to flip him. If he flips anywhere, I would think it would be to the Seminoles. So Michigan is kind of faded in this recruitment. It'll be interesting to see if they offer any other defensive backs. I will be on the road seeing one of these targets this week. So if you want to know more about Michigan recruiting and what's up with the 2024 class as we head into signing day, make sure to subscribe to the Wolverine.com today. New annual members get 50% off this week only. Also, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for free.